is Stockton Troyer. I'm from Boise, Idaho, and I am a chemistry and history major. So I heard about Williams from my neighbor, Carl Rustad. He found Williams before I did, and so when it was time for me to do college searches, I made a tour out east and I looked at Williams, Dartmouth, and Middlebury, as well as Tufts. And among those four, Williams really fit the best. I just liked it a lot, and so I decided to apply ED here. So next year I'm going to be working in Boston for 2 years at a consulting firm called Clarion. I found them through the career fair and one of my friends who worked there last summer, and they really enjoyed it. So I checked it out, went through the interview process, and decided it was something that I'd like to try. My future plan is to eventually go to med school, but that's at least 2 years off because I'll be in Boston for a bit. So one of the great things about being on ski team is we get to ski, obviously. So we have two places to train. We train at Jiminy Peak and Berkshire East. Jiminy Peak's about 15 minutes from campus, Berkshire East is like 45. But so typically what we'll do during winter study is we'll train in the mornings because that's when the snow is best. So we'll wake up early, lift the bands, drive out to the hill, train all morning and come back making time for just lunch, and then go to classes in the afternoon. Once the real semester hits and winter study ends, then we sort of flip-flop our schedule and we try to train in the afternoons and have classes in the morning. So wake up, go to class, grab lunch, and then head to the hill, and then be back in time for just dinner. It can be pretty hectic at times, just with all that time driving and skiing and not a lot of time to do homework. So you come back and you have to do skis and do homework, and it can be a lot, but you know, we get it done and it's a lot of fun. So we ski two events, slalom and GS, which stands for giant slalom. And for each event we have different skis. So the slalom skis are shorter, a little bit fatter and quicker, and GS skis are longer. And so for carnivals, we ski both GS and slalom. So prepping both skis is pretty important for the sport. We'll typically look ahead, trying to gauge the weather and what the conditions will be. If it's going to be really cold, then we'll typically, wax colder and get the edges maybe a little bit sharper. Edges are pretty important, so we actually have a machine that can do our edges for us called Try One. It's new this year, it's pretty sweet. It's just this little metal box that you kind of slide along your edges and it'll get them nice and sharp. So a fun thing that I did was be in college council actually the spring of 2018. It was election season and I begun a write-in campaign telling all my friends basically write me in for this position. So when the final tally was made, I was elected as a student rep in the college council with a total of 6 votes. So growing up, I spent a lot of time fly fishing, and I really grew to love it. So around the spring of 2018, me and another kid, Brian Schmidt, on our team, we both love fly fishing, and someone suggested that we should teach a course on it. So we went to Scott Lewis, and we talked to him about possibly organizing a PE course, introductory fly fishing. And he loved the idea, so we got together with him, we emailed some people at Orvis, there were some Williams alum there, and they hooked us up with some flies and some rods and reels. And then Scott offered it as a PE course called Introductory Fly Fishing. It was over-enrolled by like 20 people, which was kind of a bummer because we had to cut some people, but ultimately there were 6 students in it, and we met 7 times over the semester. We took them into the field house and taught them how to cast, and we took them out to a pond and rivers around the area, which was a really cool time, really fun to introduce people to fishing. No one caught anything, which was kind of a bummer, but it's the spring and the water was pretty high, so it's kind of to be expected. I brought my mountain bike out to college this semester because there's a few kids on our team, Charlie Harrison and Will Snyder, who love mountain biking a lot, and they sort of encouraged me to bring it out. And so I had it with me this past semester, and it was amazing. Saturday mornings, we'd wake up, drive to Oblong Trail, drive to Bennington. We'd even go to Berkshire East, and we'd just spend all day biking. It was some of the best times I've had at Williams.